I thought, with Sue Bird coming in, at least this is someone that has been positive on Caitlyn at times. And I think the issue with Sue Bird, though, is she has her hand kind of in so many things. And with her podcast, where she tries to advocate for the players, but she's also an owner in the league. And now she's got the Team USA thing, and she's got all these connections and relationships she has to maintain. But at the end of the day, if it comes down to someone that went to UConn and someone that did not go to UConn, the UConn Mafia is going to stick together until proven otherwise.
Something unprecedented is unfolding inside women's basketball, and this time, it's not about points, trophies, or records. It's about power, perception, and a growing rift between the biggest star the sport has ever seen and the institution that represents it on the world stage. Caitlyn Clark, Team USA. And now, Sue Bird. Reports, reactions, and viral commentary are colliding into a controversy that has ignited fans, fractured trust, and raised a question no one expected to ask this soon. Has Team USA misplayed the most important moment in women's basketball history?
We haven't even made it to training camp yet. We have not even made it to the December 12th Women's USA Basketball training camp yet, and they are already
To be clear from the start, there is no official confirmation that Caitlyn Clark has permanently quit Team USA. However, multiple media discussions, podcast commentary, and fan-driven narratives suggest a serious internal conflict tied to role expectations, identity, and respect. What began as behind-the-scenes tension has now become a full-blown public debate, and Sue Bird, one of the most respected figures in basketball history, has found herself squarely in the center of it. Sue Bird isn't just a retired legend. She's a 5-time Olympic gold medalist, a former on-court leader of Team USA, and now a key figure in basketball leadership circles. Through media appearances, podcasts, and advisory roles, Bird has become a bridge between players, fans, and institutions. But that position comes with risk. When controversy hits, leadership, whether directly responsible or not, absorbs the pressure. Caitlyn Clark's rise isn't theoretical, it's measurable. Record-breaking college performances, sold-out arenas, television ratings that redefined expectations for women's basketball. Analysts widely agree. Clark didn't just grow the audience, she changed who is watching. That influence follows her everywhere, including Team USA conversations. And with that influence comes heightened scrutiny over how she's treated. The controversy did not originate from a press release. It emerged from commentary, podcasts, sports shows, and online debate, questioning whether Caitlyn Clark's role within Team USA properly reflects her impact on the sport. The idea of bench drama quickly took hold, even without confirmed details. In the digital age, perception often spreads faster than facts, and this story moved fast. For many fans, this wasn't about minutes on the court. It was about symbolism, respect, visibility, whether Team USA fully recognizes the cultural moment it's operating within. Once that question entered the conversation, it snowballed. And suddenly, Sue Bird's name was being invoked, not as a villain, but as a representative of a system under fire. This reaction didn't exist in isolation. Previous roster decisions, Olympic debates, and public disagreements over marketing and visibility have lingered in the background for years. Each moment alone might seem manageable, but together, they form a pattern fans are paying attention to. And when a generational star enters that pattern, every decision feels amplified. Here's what we know. There is no verified statement confirming Caitlyn Clark has permanently walked away from Team USA. There is no recorded apology statement from Sue Bird addressing Clark directly. But what is real is the reaction, the public pressure, the fractured trust among fans, and the growing expectation that leadership must respond with clarity. This moment reveals something bigger than one player or one camp. Women's basketball has entered an era where star power, visibility, and fan engagement carry unprecedented weight. Caitlyn Clark doesn't need Team USA to define her legacy, but Team USA may need her to stay culturally aligned with the future of the sport. Will Team USA address the controversy directly? Will leadership, including Sue Bird, clarify their vision publicly? Or will silence deepen the divide? Upcoming camps, media appearances, and roster announcements may answer those questions sooner than expected. This story isn't about blame. It's about transition. Women's basketball is growing faster than its institutions were built to handle, and moments like this test whether leadership can evolve alongside the athletes who redefine the game. So now the question is yours. Is this media overreaction or a warning sign? Let us know your perspective in the comments. Subscribe for fact-based, investigative coverage of women's basketball because this story is still unfolding. This moment isn't just about a roster decision or bench drama. It's about power shifting in real time. Caitlin Clark represents a new era where influence doesn't come from tenure, but from impact. And when that kind of influence collides with traditional systems, friction is inevitable. What happens next will show whether women's basketball is ready to evolve with its stars or risk pushing them away at the very moment the world is finally watching. At its core, this situation exposes a growing tension that women's basketball can no longer ignore: the gap between institutional control and individual influence. Caitlin Clark didn't just rise through the system. She changed the system simply by existing within it. Her presence altered ratings, media coverage, sponsorship interest, and public engagement almost overnight. And when a single player becomes that influential, traditional structures are forced to confront a reality they weren't designed for. Sue Bird, standing at the intersection of legacy and leadership, now finds herself navigating that uncomfortable transition. Any move she makes is scrutinized, not just as a decision-maker, but as a symbol of how the sport treats its most powerful voices. This is why every rumor, every pause, every behind-the-scenes detail carries weight. Because fans aren't just watching to see what happens next. They're watching to see whether women's basketball chooses adaptation over resistance, transparency over silence, and growth over control. What unfolds from here won't just shape one roster or one relationship. It will help define the direction of the sport in its most pivotal moment yet. As reports continue to circulate about behind-the-scenes tension, what's clear is that this situation has forced leadership into response mode. Whether described as an apology, clarification, or damage control, Sue Bird's involvement signals that this controversy reached a level that could no longer be ignored. And while questions remain about Caitlin Clark's future with Team USA, the broader issue now centers on communication, respect, and how star players are managed when pressure hits its peak.